Well, is eXp Realty the best brokerage for entrepreneur-minded individuals? Well, you're going to get my opinion as well as Jason Smard's in this video, so stay tuned. What's up everyone, Eric B. Preston here. If you don't know me, I'm a licensed agent with eXp Realty, as is my colleague Jason Smard, who you're gonna hear from in this video. I myself run a digital marketing agency focused on the real estate sector, and as a licensed realtor myself, it puts me in a unique position where I'm actually to offer a really high level of service because I understand the industry. If you don't know Jason, he sold 135 homes in his first year, and he did 450 last year. He was able to exit production in 3.5 years in his business, which is just incredible. He's an absolute legend. You're gonna hear from him and I in this video about eXp and whether or not it's the brokerage for entrepreneurs. If you're new here, consider subscribing as it really supports my channel. Throughout this video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Like it. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. At the end of the day, it helps me create better content for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, everyone. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 reasons why eXp Realty is the brokerage for entrepreneurs. Now, I got my man Jason Smard here. We're going to talk a little bit about that and the 3 big reasons why we believe eXp is not only the real estate brokerage of the future, but the real estate brokerage for the entrepreneurial spirited types. Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, guys, there's 3 things. Number 1, you need a strong mentorship group. Who you hang out with, who you associate with, who you rub shoulders with will have a huge impact in your success in business. Look, mastermind groups are why I'm in the 2 Comma Club. Right? It's why Eric is at the status he is in his life, is because he's been around the right mentorship group. If you don't think that that's important, guys, I'm going to ask you to re-question the people you're surrounding yourself with. Are you in a room where you're the smartest person over and over? Those aren't the rooms to be hanging out in. I'm constantly looking for rooms with people that are way smarter than me. Eric's doing the same thing. So your group and your tribe is so important when it comes to being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and if you want to change yourself, the best way to do it is to hang around people that are already where you want to be. And the biggest difference between eXp and any traditional brokerage out there is that you get all the support you would typically get with a managing broker, your transaction coordinators, your compliance, all of that stuff you get with eXp. However, you get a sponsor financially invested in your success who can bring you into their circle of mentorship. So that means you get an additional layer of coaching of people that are actually invested in you. And that is the number 1 reason why I think eXp Realty is the brokerage for the entrepreneurial type.
It's simple. Do you want a management layer of a bunch of managers who've never built a real estate business getting financial interest in your success? Or do you want a bunch of badass entrepreneurs in real estate who have a huge value proposition, marketing genius like Eric, for example, someone like myself who's built a 7-figure real estate practice, has developed 7-figure agents all over North America? Who do you want to hang out with? Who do you want vested in your success? Whose playbook do you want? Those are questions that are easily answered, guys. It makes sense. You want people that have an interest in your success, that have had a track record that you're looking for.
100%. And that's why if you do plan to join eXp or you're thinking about it, that's probably why you're watching this video. The number 1 piece of advice I would give you is vet your sponsors. Are you partnering with someone who's been there, done that, and built the business that you want to build? Are you partnering with people that have a skill that they can teach you and have a system set up and the ability to actually go out there and give that knowledge to you in an impactful and effective way? Think about those things. Grill your sponsors. There's lots of people out there. And that's the reason Jason and I partnered up to start what we call the collaborative movement. And if you guys are interested in our organization, you can hit up the collaborativemovement.com. There's a link down in the description. Check out everything we're about. We're a values-based group. We bring a lot to the table. I'm a marketing person. That's what I do. I love Google Ads. I love YouTube. I love all this stuff. And that's what I've decided to focus on in my life and my business. Jason is a master at building a real estate practice. The man sold 135 homes in his first year, left production in 3.5 years, and now did over 450 last year.
Yeah,
is that right?
Did over 450 sales last year. So
do you want to partner with someone who's been there, done that to that level? Or do you want to partner with someone that has it? Or do you want to partner with someone that's in a management role? What you want is a coach, and eXp provides you with mentorship and a coach from people who have really actually been there and done that.
They solve the problem in the industry. That's straight up. Like, Eric, at the end of the day, when you have agents collaborating, working together, as opposed to competing for shiny objects and trophies, you level up in a massive way. It's impossible that what I coach and mentor you on isn't going to rub off on you and help you be more successful. It's impossible that the marketing stuff that Eric teaches you isn't going to rub off on you. Now, you're going to get the knowledge. We even have accountability sessions and groups to help you apply the knowledge so you're successful. So, I mean, we've created a formula that works. All you have to do is number one, bring the right attitude, mindset, and work ethic. We'll help you take the rest.
So that's point number one, which is you get an additional layer of support and coaching and mentorship. Again, ours is called the Collaborative Movement. We're all about collaboration. Click the link in the description if you want to check that out. But let's move on to number two, which is, and Grant Cardone said this really well when he was talking with Glenn Sanford at eXp CEO, which is eXp is the Amazon of real estate. Now, let me explain why he said that. Because eXp allows you to build your own brokerage within the model without having to worry about compliance, being a managing broker, dealing with transaction coordination, dealing with software. eXp provides you all of that so that you can go out and actually build your own brokerage. And that's exactly what Amazon did with e-commerce, is they provided you with a website, a review system, a platform to host your products, a fulfillment center to package up your products and ship them out. eXp has taken care of all that type of work in the real estate space so that you can come in and focus on what you're good at, which is selling real estate and coaching others on how to do the same, which allows you to actually build your own organization. And through the eXp revenue share program, you can actually have a financial incentive to do that, just like a traditional brokerage owner has by bringing agents into the business.
Benefit though, no restrictions. So if you're a franchise owner, you know that you have a very limited territory in real estate. You also know that you can only offer your agents one form of income, which is an income they're already entitled to. So it's a pretty tough sell long-term, right? With eXp, we get to offer a lot more. We have no geographical restrictions. Eric and I are mentoring people in Portugal. We're mentoring people in America, in the United States, and in South Africa right now. Also, we just onboarded some people that we're helping and mentoring in India. How cool is that? You know, we are able to create passive income wealth within our organizations by mentoring people on how to sell real estate, which is what we're proficient at. Eric mentors them on how to be better marketers so that they drive more buyer and seller opportunities. I teach them how to convert it. So it's a really solid model.
And the number one benefit to this model and being able to build your own brokerage within this modern brokerage structure is you can actually build your own brand. And that's what we've done with the Collaborative Movement, is we've actually built our own brand where we really believe in collaboration. And that's just within our own little environment and mentorship group in eXp. Not to say you can't also build your own real estate brand however you want it to with no restrictions. And Jason, I know you came from a brokerage where that was a little tougher.
Huge. Yeah. So, you know, I came from a Remax environment where I had to have a sign that looked exactly the same as everybody else. Now, that didn't work for me because for us, we wanted to have our own distinct standards, our own distinct brand. We did not want to be associated with everybody else's brand because, no offense to them, like we collaborate with everybody, but that's not our brand. Like we want to be a trendsetter. We want to set standards and expectations in a marketplace. We want people to drive by our signs and know that they are Sims Real Estate. So as an entrepreneur, I own our brand. I do not own a national brokerage. I'm renting a national brokerage, and they charge a lot of money, and you're giving up over the course of your lifetime. It would be millions of dollars that I would be giving up by renting another person's brand. And if you have a confidence issue around this, guys, I'm happy to help mentor you guys and explain to you the process from going from a national brokerage to going to a cloud-based brokerage and how we became more profitable, sold more houses, and developed a much more distinct brand that was more recognized in the marketplace. So entrepreneur.
Yeah, and one of the things you always talk about is how you get more sign calls, right? Because you have your number in the sign calls, you have a process you've built around it that your team executes really effectively. And how much more business would you say you've generated just from that alone?
So we had a almost 21% increase last year in sales. We had an increase of over 20% to our net profitability. And when you're in the 2 comma club, this is a lot, guys. Like this makes a huge impact to what we're doing. I'm able to fund a pension plan for my staff now. I'm able to provide benefits for my staff. I wouldn't have been able to do that working in a different model because I would have been restricted to only earning commission income. And a common myth that puts out there is that eXp is about recruiting. It's not at all. Like we're all about selling and production, right? We get nothing. If we mentor you and you don't sell any houses, guess what? We make this much. We only make a little bit from eXp when we help you become successful. And so for us, this is our passion. Like Eric and I, we mentor and coach people all over the world now on how to become better entrepreneurs, how to become more profitable and viable. And I'll tell you right now, having multiple streams of income is important in life because it gives you confidence and it gives you financial security and stability where you can create experiences in your life versus being trapped, being a high hourly rate employee within your own company.
Yeah, and that's a good segue into point number 3, which is why this brokerage is the best for entrepreneurs. Is because if you're an entrepreneur, you understand that having more than one stream of income is important. And Jason, you always say this, but like most real estate agents are one life event away from losing everything. Whereas with eXp Realty, you don't just get the opportunity to earn your commission income. And by the way, that's the only income eXp Realty earns from selling real estate. That's it. But as an agent with eXp, you get to earn what? Your commission income. You also get to buy into the stock program at a discount by taking a portion of your commission income and buying into eXp stock, which we all know is doing extraordinarily well right now, at a huge discount. And then 3, if you do attract people to the company over time, you get a revenue share from that and you can start building your team. So when you build a team, you can have your commission splits and everything with them, but you also get a revenue share from eXp. And the reason they can do that is because it's a cloud brokerage. It's a lean business. They're not tied down in costs of having transaction coordinators, managing brokers, and bricks and mortar locations that they have to hire for each individual location. They can hire at a state and provincial level to keep things really lean and give you extra additional support while saving on their costs.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And here's the other thing. Instead of getting shiny trophies, we get stock awards. So you get a trophy, sure, but you'll actually get stock awards. That's financially viable stuff that I can put my kids through university with. These are things that I could literally change the course of my life by doing what I do, which is selling houses. You know, every single year through the Icon program, we're getting $16,000 of stock every single year awarded to us for what we would have done anyways. And at our previous brokerage, we would have had to buy a trophy for $150 from their store to get what? For ego? No, that doesn't make any sense. The other thing too is when you help someone sell houses, their very first house, the company awards you $400 worth of stock. I didn't know that when I came over to eXp. That's been pretty cool. So
I just found that out recently.
Yeah, you've been accumulating some stock and didn't even realize it. But here's the best part, guys. When you work in an environment that doesn't restrict you, that allows you to build your business the way that you want to, you get to work in an environment with badass entrepreneurs who have awesome core values, like they're go-givers who want to support other people, and you have the ability to make 3 income streams. Why the heck would you stay in an environment where you're making 1, right? And the wrong comment to say is, oh, well, I pay very little fees. Guys, fees don't matter to us because we're making a huge profit from being in this model, helping serve other people, and they're making a huge profit doing the same thing. So you got to look at this model the right way, and you have to look at it through the eyes of an entrepreneur. If you don't understand that $1 of commission is not worth the same as $1 of passive income that goes back into your bank account month over month over month, if you don't understand that, then this model definitely isn't for you.
And one thing I always hear a lot of is fees, like Jason said, and I see a lot of people get obsessive over fees. Now, like eXp isn't the most expensive place for fees. It's not the cheapest place for fees. Honestly, it's somewhere in the middle, but you have to look at the whole picture and all of the ways in which you can earn income in eXp, because if you're successful and you hit Icon like Jason does every year, yeah, you pay a $16,000 cap or split to eXp, but you actually get paid that back in stock by the company for hitting certain production benchmarks, which is where we come in and actually help you achieve those goals. So you can't look at it as just fees. If you're looking at, the stock you're getting, the passive income you're getting, the opportunity to earn a lot of your fees back as a holistic model, it actually can end up being the cheapest in fees, but also net you the most profit overall and generate you the biggest business and biggest impact.
Well, and there's a couple of things we're overlooking here too. Number one is like you get an amazing lead generation website through KV Core with eXp, right? That'd be $400 or $500 per month if you were to go get that on the open market. That's included in your technology fee at eXp, right? The second thing is to hire a master like Eric to run and manage your campaigns would cost you literally $500 a month just to have someone like him run your campaigns. You get his mentorship. You get his campaign management for free. it would cost you $1,000 a month to get one-on-one coaching with me. And I have people all over the world that pay me that. And thank you for the people that do. But for our eXp partners, you get my coaching, our mentorship for absolutely free. I will help you be successful. Why do I do it? The reason I do it is because I know that $1 of passive income is worth more than $1 of direct payment. And so I would love to have a vested interest in your success to ensure that you are long-term making way more money than you've ever thought possible, doing more production than you ever thought possible, but also have the security of building out multiple streams of income, guys. That is important. This will allow you that the next time your market has a correction and things start stalling, it'll allow you to put your foot on the gas pedal and start picking up market share while everybody else is pulling back. And those are secrets that you can learn from being in the rooms with the right people and stuff that I've been able to learn from my mentorship group. And all of that we bring to you.
100,000%. There's so much value. It's too hard to ignore. And I know there's a bit of a reputation out there that goes back a little while for some, car salesman types with eXp Realty. And we get that that's a thing. But if you actually take an honest look at the model, let go of your predisposed thoughts based on the conversations that you've had with people in the past, let go of that. Take an honest look at the model and try and poke holes at it and just see if you can poke holes that actually make sense. That's why we are inviting you to book a call with us. Check out the collaborative movement down in the description. We're open to chatting to anyone that has an entrepreneurial mindset, has the right mindset for success, doesn't want to bring ego into the group, and is open to being coached and has a good attitude about wanting to be successful and what they want out of life. And so we're looking for people who want to be surrounded by people who've been there, done that, want to be coached, want to be mentored, and want to build a really special business. So if you're interested in that, the link's in the description. You can check out our collaborative movement. Jason, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, totally. So the other thing we're looking for is people that have something that they are absolutely brilliant at. If you're really, really good at certain part of real estate, we want you to bring that to the table because we've got a huge audience. We've got an amazing mastermind group and you have a lot of value. So we can help you use your skill set to become a good attractor. And one of the core values that Eric and I have is we don't believe in recruiting. We don't believe in just randomly messaging people. We don't do any of that. We believe in bringing value. And if people see the value and they like the values that the group has, we've been attracting a lot of people. And this movement is growing fast. And, don't sit on the sidelines. Poke holes. I did, and it was hard for me to admit it, Eric, but for 14 months, I laughed at this model. Not because I knew anything about the model, really, because of my pure ignorance and because I let other people influence my thoughts. And I'll tell you, it's been the best, most life-changing decision I've ever made for myself when I made the move. I've been here almost 2 years now, and what an incredible journey and company. And it's so much fun to literally make meaningful impact in people's lives all over the world. And it's so cool. We're just doing what we do. We're selling real estate, but we get to share that with other people.
100%. Thanks for that, Jason. I'll encourage anyone to leave a comment below. Whether it's positive or even a little negative, we love to get in these conversations with people. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Either way, it helps us create better content for you guys at the end of the day. So thanks so much, Jason. Until next time.
All right, guys.
All right, everyone, that wraps up today's video. I hope you got what you wanted. As always, consider subscribing. It does support my channel and me creating better content for you. Give it a like if you like this video. Give it a dislike if you didn't. At the end of the day, it helps me create better content for you by giving me feedback, which I always appreciate. If you're interested in joining eXp or you're just interested in learning more about the collaborative movement, there's a link in the description, or you can just go to collaborativemovement.com. Check it out. If you want to apply and get on a call with myself or Jason, you can actually fill out the quick application there. Go to the next page. It'll give you an option to actually book a call with us. It's really important to us that we bring people into our organization that align with us on a values basis. We don't want people coming in bringing ego. We want people coming in with a good mindset for success, people who want to put their running shoes on and build a profitable, sustainable business over the long term, and learn from people who've actually been there and done that, and mastermind with a lot of great people. Our organization is well over 100 people now. We're not the biggest organization out there, so you're not going to get lost in the mix of thousands of people. We're at about 130 people at the time of this video, but we're growing quite quickly. So Check us out at collaborativemovement.com. I will leave you with a couple other videos here on eXp and also Google Ads, which is my specialty. The one thing I'll also say is I always encourage you with eXp to do your research. Make sure you're partnering with people that have been there, done that, and done something that you want to do, and people that have actually built a sustainable, profitable, long-term real estate business. That's the reason I partnered with Jason, and I do not regret that decision. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. So check us out below, and I will see you all in the next video.